Hello, my name's Jade, and today I'm going to tell you about the real London accent, because that's where I'm from, and we don't talk like how you're learning in your textbooks, you know what I'm saying? We talk like we're from the street. We talk in a different way. So what I'm telling you today is some words that people like me speak with. So we're going to look at this accent. Sometimes I'm going to speak in my normal accent, but I'm going to do this accent a lot, because this is what I'm talking about. So this accent, sometimes those clever people, they call it Multicultural London English. What does that mean? It basically means this accent that I'm using. It's not like the Cockney accent. You've probably heard of the Cockney accent, and that's supposed to be the accent that working class people in London speak with. Everyone's supposed to be a Cockney, but the truth is, not that many people speak like Cockney anymore, because this accent, Multicultural London English, is a lot more normal now. People speak like this. Some people, some rude people, they're calling it Jafaican, and they're calling it Jafaican because they're saying that we're trying to sound like we're from Jamaica. But I grew up in London, do you know what I'm saying? I ain't been to Jamaica. So for some people, what they hear in that accent is you're West Indian, or you're trying to sound like you're West Indian. Even if you're a white person, you're trying to sound like you're from Jamaica. But actually, it's black people have this accent, white people have this accent. It's just a really common accent in London now. Who speaks with this accent? Here are some people. Ali G. Actually, he doesn't really speak with this accent because Ali G's not a real person. Plus, Ali G is a character, and that stuff's about 10 years old now. And maybe when it was even first made, he doesn't really speak in this accent. It's just an exaggerated version. If you don't know who Ali G is or any of these other people, you can search for them on YouTube and listen to them. These other people, they're music people in the UK. We've got Dizzy Rascal, Wiley, and N-Dubs. And if you search for N-Dubs and try to listen to him, you probably won't understand very much, I'm thinking. So now I'm going to introduce you to some of the words that we use when we're speaking English, so that you know what we're saying. When you come to London, when you come to my ends, you can say all the right things, So let's have a look at some verbs. In your textbook, you're told to ask for something. In this accent, you ax for something. Ax them blood. That means ask them for something. To bus something means to wear something. So you're bussing sick crepes. Do you know what I'm saying? Crepes are trainers or shoes or sneakers. You're wearing very nice trainers. You bussing sick crepes. Do you get me? Coach means to relax somewhere. Can we go coach? Let's go relax somewhere. Fix up. I've got a sad story about this one, and it's true. When I was at secondary school, there was this girl in my secondary school, and she was a bully. And I remember I was queuing up for my lunch, and she just came behind me, hit me on the head, and she's like, "Go fix your hair." And I was like, "What's wrong with my hair? I'm really sorry." And I felt really bad. So if somebody says fix up something, it's like, you're looking really bad. Nah, it ain't good, So in Dizzy Rascal's song, which is quite famous, he says, fix up, look sharp. And that means try and wear something good when you go out into the world. So moving on from the verbs. Nouns, essential nouns in this vocabulary. You know the word house, right? Well, the other word you can use for it is yard. Come to my yard, I'll meet you later. Fam, blood, and ute are all words that could be used for friend. Ute would be like a young friend. Oh, he's just a you. Leave him. He ain't worth it. Do you know what I mean? Leave him. Blood means friend, but comes from like blood brother. It means like really close. If someone's your blood, they're watching out for you. Ends is your neighborhood. Who is that? I ain't seen him round the ends before. He best watch out. That means, who is that gentleman in the neighborhood? He better be careful. So moving on from the nouns, we've got some adjectives. Haps, bare haps. To be bare haps means to be very happy. Sick, if something's sick, it means good. You probably know that one because it's not just in this accent. Also in a lot of American, like street kind of language, sick means good. Butters, you're butters. That means you're ugly. What about hench? You want to be hench, yeah? When you're walking down the street, that means you're strong. You're a strong man. Them hench man, nobody mess with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Safe, safe blood. It's a greeting. Or it means that's fine. Peng. She a peng girl. That means she's a good-looking woman. So, what about some phrases you can use? You've probably heard me say all these phrases already. Do you get me? Means do you understand? Come we go. Come we go. Let's go. Allow that. Allow that. So imagine someone does something, you're not very pleased about it, you want to get in there and sort this person out. Someone's saying, louder, it means leave it. It's not worth it. Leave it. What if you're just going about your business and you see someone looking at you? They shouldn't be looking at you, right? You can say, don't watch me. Don't watch me. Turn your head. Don't watch me. And what about this one? Wagwan. Wagwan. Safe. Wagwan is hi, how are you? And a little bit related to don't watch me. Move from me. Go away. I don't want you near me. Move from me. So what we need now, I think, just to put it all together, is some insults. How can you insult someone in this accent? First of all, we've got pussy-o. You're a pussy-o. Get away. Pussy-o means weak, immature, not manly. You're a pussy-o. Sket means a woman who sleeps with many people. She's a sket. Patty mouth. A patty is a kind of Jamaican food. And patty mouth means someone who's like saying clever stuff all the time or trying to be clever, but is actually just talking nonsense. They're a patty mouth. Patty mouth. Waste man. Waste man is like someone who just like uncool, wrong, loser, something like that. And beg friend is someone who just is like coming around you all the time, trying to be friends, trying a little bit hard to be friends. So you don't want them around. Go away, you're a beg friend. I ain't talking to you, go away. So there you go. That's the real London accent, yeah? If you come to London and you walk around the street, this is what you're going to hear. You ain't going to hear no, oh, la-di-da from the textbook, yeah? It ain't like that. It's this kind of accent. And I grew up in London. I heard this accent. Always I'm hearing this accent. But I did my best today, do you know what I mean? Because I don't speak like this all the time. I knew some of the words. I shared them words with you today. But what you can do now is you can go to the website. You can do a quiz on all our slang that you learnt today. If you liked my accents, you've got to give me a like for that. If you didn't like my accents, you've got to give me a like for trying. If you like this video, you've got to subscribe here. Also on my personal channel, because I've got 2 channels. This channel, my other YouTube channel. And you know what? I think I'm done, yeah? So I'm going to go. I'm going to bawl out. Don't watch me. Now watch me next time, yeah? Safe.